So we're looking at a simple Hegelian dialectic with what is called the Crusades. You have the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope on one hand, and you have the Islamic faith and Muhammad and Muhammad's followers on the other hand, or the thesis, antithesis, and then of course a synthesis. Now, the Hegelian dialectic had not yet been invented, but the Catholic Church knew that it needed an enemy. So it created the character of Muhammad. And Muhammad will get followers. And those followers will then be in opposition to the Roman Catholic Church. So now you have battles and wars, hoaxes, so that the people will live in fear, utter fear, on both sides. If you're in favor of the papacy, you live in fear of Islam. If you're in favor of Islam, you live in fear of the papacy. Now, the Crusades occurred during the period of time called the Middle Ages. And the Middle Ages are a hoax. So if the Middle Ages are a hoax, the Crusades are a hoax. As Dave would say, nobody died, nobody got hurt.
The Pope's offer exhilarated his audience. His words were met with cries of Deus vult, Deus vult. God wills it. God wills it. The Pope's appeal was preached across Europe, sparking a wave of religious fervor. Thousands of lords, knights, and ordinary people vowed to travel to the Holy Land and fight for Christ. They identified
Knights are a hoax. So don't worry, nobody's traveling with a sword to go over and slaughter people of a different faith. It's part of hoax history.
Themselves by wearing a cross, later becoming known as Cruces Signatus, Crusaders. A few of these men saw opportunity in the East for fame and fortune, but overwhelmingly they went in search of spiritual salvation, willing to undertake a long, expensive and perilous journey to save their souls from the fires of hell.
Now, do you really believe that? If they go from Europe, travel the seas, and arrive in the Holy Lands. And then after that, when they arrive, they just can't wait to go out and take their sword and kill somebody. You really believe that?
The crusade to be led by nobles and made up of knights and experienced soldiers. But the viral success of his appeal led thousands of ordinary townsfolk and peasants to take the cross, many inspired by a French priest known as Peter the Hermit, who became leader of this so-called People's Crusade.
So now they're trying to say people that work the fields and can just barely bring home food for their family can't wait to go off into some distant land and murder and kill people. They're so excited about it, right? Well, the drawing or the painting seems to suggest that. Oh, wow, it's so wonderful. Peter the Hermit. It's such a great idea. I can't wait. I can't wait to get a sword and go cut somebody's head off. Right? Hermit to hermit.
hand, some of these crusaders, fired up by old prejudices and talk of holy war, attacked local Jewish communities, slaughtering around 5,000 men, women and children, and extorting money from those they spared. These massacres were condemned
Hoax.
by the church, but to little effect. In the summer of 1096, the People's Crusade, 20 to 40,000 strong, made its way east. The main contingent, led by Peter the Hermit, travelled along the river Danube. But they were ill-disciplined and poorly prepared. When they ran out of food in Hungary, they attacked and looted Christian settlements. They continued to pillage the land of their supposed ally, the Byzantine Empire.
So now we have ordinary people working the fields, bring home food for their families, have turned into absolute monsters. They can't wait to kill people that have food because they're going to go on a holy war. Right? It gets worse.
When they reached Constantinople, the emperor quickly ferried them to Anatolia to be rid of them. In enemy territory, lacking discipline or leadership, their main force was soon ambushed and slaughtered by the Turks.
Okay, we'll stop it right here. Thank you.